Hey y'all, my name's Amanda. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to show you how I do double knitting holding the yarn in just my left hand. I'm not going to give you a double knitting tutorial in terms of what double knitting is or how it works. I'm just going to show you how I hold the yarn. My tensioning of my yarn is a little different than most people's, I think. I hold my tension just between these two fingers. I don't use any of my lower fingers, like I don't even really hold it at the bottom, and I don't wrap it. So all of my tension is just kind of in this pincher motion. And so I had a lot of trouble figuring out how to manage that with double knitting, but I did figure it out eventually, and I wanted to share that with you. So the first thing I do, my pattern for this row is going to match the one below it. So I'm going to start with the gray. And what I do is, since my first stitch is going to be gray, I take the red and just drape it over the top of the gray so that that red strand is going to kind of hide inside the gray stitch. So just drape that there, and I just knit as I normally would. Slip that off. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up my red. I'll show you how I manage the yarn with just my left hand. So the next stitch I'm going to do is a purl, and it's going to be with the red. So I make sure that the red is going to stay closest to the needle. It's the purl stitch for the color that's on the opposite side from closest to my body. So I hold the yarn and I use these two fingers to kind of push it down, and I keep the red closest to the needle. So I'm just going to purl this stitch, show you. So I kind of use these fingers to slip the needle between the two, and you can see the gray is on the outside of the stitch that I'm doing in the red, and you don't want these to get twisted. If they get twisted, it's going to mess everything up. So then I just slide that off, move my yarn to the back. So now I want the gray to be closest to the needle so that the red stays outside and the gray goes to the inside of the red. So I just do my gray. Again, I just use these two fingers to sort of dip it down and put my needle in between. Dip it down with those two fingers. When I get going, I'll show you kind of how to do it quickly, and it looks a little cumbersome when I go slowly, but so just do my knit there, come back here, and again I've got the red closest to the needle. Do my purl, keep the gray from crossing over the red. Now my gray is closest to the needle. I'm going to do my knit, keeping the red from crossing over the gray. And just kind of go back and forth on that. I'm keeping the yarn for the stitch that I'm doing closest to the needle. You don't want the yarn from the other side to cross over the color for the other side. So I'm just going to do some stitches here, get to the color change, and show you how I do the color change. Again, I'm keeping the yarn that I'm stitching closest to the needle. Okay, so when you get to the color change, I want the yarn that I'm stitching closest to the needle again, and I want the yarn from the other side to stay on the outside of the work. So what I do is I grab the red, and I have to make sure that this gray is on the outside. I don't want the gray to cross over the red and be closer to the needle than the red. So the gray stays on the outside. And then same thing here. I want the yarn I'm working to be closest to the needle, And keep the red on the outside and the gray closer to the needle. Keep the red closer to the needle and the gray on the outside. You don't want those to cross. Same thing here, gray closest to the needle, red on the outside. Okay, and then when I do my color change, same concept, just not going to cross anything. I just twist my finger ever so slightly and grab the gray so that the gray is closest to the needle and the red is behind it on the outside of the project. Same thing here. Red closest to the needle, gray on the outside. And then I just continue on with the pattern. And I don't do anything special when I get to the end of the row. The crossing on the first stitch that I showed you keeps the edges pretty clean on both ends of the row. So don't do anything special when I get to the end of a row. So you can see kind of what we look like here. So on this side, you can see my stitches, where the color changes are, it all lines up. This is a repeat of the row before. And then on this side, same thing. No yarn showing, no crossovers. So yeah, that's how I do my double knitting, holding the yarn in just my left hand. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I would appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up, and if you'll consider subbing before you exit my channel. Thanks for sticking with me. Hope to see you next time. Bye.